Hey guys, what's up? So, it has been, I don't know, quite a while since I've made a video last. And, I think the last video was on ammo boxes or something like that. This is a different video. So this is going to be about, well, if you guys have known, I have this Harbor Freight Predator 212cc engine that I've had for about a little over a year now. And I really haven't done anything to it. It's had about, I'd say, 6 hours on it. Yeah, it's had about 6 hours of use on it. Not hooked to any kind of go-kart or not hooked to anything, just sitting here on this wood stand. And basically had no load on it. I've just been running it. The first 3 hours were break-in. That's not, a lot of people don't do it because these engines are so cheap, but I'm up for anything if it saves me 90 bucks for a new engine. So basically, yeah. So, and then the 2 hours were like tuning and jetting and stuff like that, and then 1 hour is just running the old fuel out of it. So, last week, about Thursday, I removed the governor, if you don't know what that is, the speed governor in the inside of the engine. Once it gets up to operating temperature, or operating speed, this little gear opens up. These little flaps are usually closed. And I destroyed the gear because I was trying to get it out, so I don't really care. So usually those flaps are closed like that, and at a certain speed these open up like that and push a little rod on the inside that's connected to this arm, which is connected to the carburetor linkage, and it basically just keeps the engine at half throttle all the time. I think it's for a few different reasons. I'm not exactly sure, not exactly sure what reason in general, but I think it's for one, not going through as much fuel. Two, would probably be too much power for, like, usually people use these for rototillers or snow blowers or some sort of yard equipment chippers, some sort of yard equipment. So probably too much power, too much fuel use, maybe overheating. It's a pretty high RPM if you take it out for this Chinese engine. Anyway, there's a bunch of different reasons, but I took it out because I was originally just going to bypass it, which means basically take off this whole throttle thing and use this as the throttle. But I really got into researching about that, and not pointing out any specific YouTuber, but one of them made a video on how to bypass the governor on this thing. And it's supposed to give you like an extra 1.5 horsepower. It's like, no. It's not going to work. So I'm like, I already got the gas tank and muffler and the airbox off. Might as well take the side cover off. And, yeah. So that's what I did. Got these pieces of crap laying around. Got to throw them away. And it's, no more governor. And I actually managed to save the gasket that seals the side cover to the block. This may be a little difficult starting it here, which I'm going to do anyway, but basically, I'm probably never going to put this on anything unless I find a cheap go-kart frame or mini bike frame. But if I did want to put it on, or if I wanted to sell it, basically what I did for the throttle here is that's the old throttle linkage that went from this arm to this arm. And basically, I just bent it at a bunch of 90-degree angles. I saw it on Redbeard's garage, mini bikes and stuff, and I just thought it was a good idea, so that's what I did. And that's now hooked direct. As you can see, it doesn't move quite as much as it used to, because this stupid thing is not in there anymore. So it's connected directly to the carburetor butterfly, if you can't see it moving around back there. But it's connected directly to the carb butterfly, which is pretty much just straight throttle from this thing. And I wanted to keep that on there because it has 2 mounting points for a throttle cable if I wanted to use a go-kart or mini bike. It's got that one, which you would hook it to that little screw there, to that, then you could pull it. Or it's got this one over here, and then there's another little screw underneath the airbox that will also allow you to pull this throttle thing. A lot of people don't do it like that. They like jerry rig a whole bunch of crap. That's so much more difficult than this. I just decided to do this. This whole process took me about 3 hours because I took a lot of water breaks because it's like 92 degrees out here. Well, it's like not that hot today, but it's still really hot. It's very wet feeling out here. So let's go ahead and start it up. Has a real bad valve spring thing. Like valves are making noise once you get into higher RPMs. So I'm gonna get some 18-pound valve springs for it, so I can get into those high RPMs. Like I said, this is pretty much just a test engine just to see what kind of crap this Chinese engines can handle. But anyway, this is a complete stock engine. Besides, I put a 0.38 or whatever size jet in there. It's the same one that comes with the Stage 1 Predator kit. And I opened up the air box a little bit, but that really isn't going to do anything, so I'm just going to buy the K&N filter and the filter adapter for it, so I can I'm trying to mod this out to where it'll at least make 12 horsepower. I'll be happy with 12 horsepower because 6.5 horse engine stock. Right now with the governor removed, I probably didn't make more than a half a horsepower extra, maybe a quarter. It just helps a lot. So let's try to start it up here. Usually I use 2 hands, but I'll try to start it with 1. I don't know how this is gonna work. Maybe, just maybe. There's not really any keeping it at a certain RPM anymore since I removed that spring. Maybe I can get you guys down here. There we go. There we go. That's the only problem with it, is it doesn't have that open throttle body anymore, because I took the governor out and that's what kept it open. So basically now I just have to hold that open a little bit to start it. And so basically I'm going to get the K&N air filter and adapter kit for it. It's already got the big jet in it. It's also why it's running a little rich right now. And I'm gonna get a straight pipe for it because, you know, why not? And I may go to the Stage 2 kit like next year or something, but I just want the Stage 1 for now. And I'll do some like major tuning on the exhaust port, and maybe I'll port the head, I don't know. But it sounds real good. If you can hear that valve knock or whatever the heck that is at higher RPMs, I'll show you. That's just a real bad sound. I'm not sure what's creating it, but I think it's just the valve springs are going too fast and they're too loose. That's the one thing about the Predator Hemis. They're very easy to change the valve springs. I know with the Predator Stage 5 kit from Go Power Sports, you have like 28-pound valve springs, and that's just way too much for an engine like this, unless you're literally going to replace the piston and stuff like that, which is I think Stage 3 or 4, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm happy kind of the way it is. I just want it louder because I think it'd sound cool and it would just piss my neighbors off more, so why not? So I'll rev it one more time and then, yeah. Oh yeah, and I can still get it to chooch black smoke. I doubt you could see that, but it made a bunch of smoke over there, so yeah, by the way, me being as dumb as I am, I saw a video where I don't know why I was following it. I was just being lazy. So I saw a video where all the kid did was hook up the throttle like that, like I have it like that, and take this arm off and leave that gear and the other little paddle for it inside the engine. I'm like, oh, that'll work great. So it ran great for 5 seconds, then it started making this knocky sound, like, or a tick sound, like tick, 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 tick. And then it started making a really bad knocking sound, and then when I took the gas tank off, I bent that. Evidently that little rod shot out, and the crankshaft bent it into a 90-degree angle, and it kind of made a little hole about that big in my engine block. So basically, I JB welded that, and then with that bolt that you have to put through the hole where the governor gear is, I bet you can't see it, but I ran out of Loctite, so I just put some JB weld over that anyway. So because I was going to be gone for like 3 days. So, seems to work fine. For the seal on the inside, I didn't have a rubber O-ring, which I thought that would work best. Didn't have one of those, so instead I just used an old piece of a bike inner tube, and I doubt that's going to last very long, but I just wanted to see what it'd be like, and if it lasts me a year, I'll be happy with that. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, or if you'd like to support the channel, please subscribe, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.